Hello, I'm Sopeng. Welcome to Inside Cambodia. Thailand political landscape has shifted after Anutin Chanvirakul and the Phum Chai Thai party secure a stronger than expected election victory on Sunday and move toward forming new coalition government. As Cambodia and Thai border issue and bilateral mechanism remain sensitive, what could this new government mean for the relation between Cambodia and Thailand? To unpack this, today we are joined by economic and geopolitical researcher Dr. Jaitek. So welcome Dr. Jaitek to my show and allow me to ask him the first question. So how might Anutin Chanvirakul reshape Thailand foreign policy toward Cambodia compared to the previous government if he becomes the new prime minister?
Thank you, Bang. Actually, the result of the last election, it's very surprising to all analysts and to all the public, even the media and other scholars in Thailand and internationally. This is very, very surprising result of the election. And it's not the good news for Cambodia and Thai solution, the border solution. Actually, it's not really the good news. As you may understand, you may aware about the policy, about what they announced during the election campaign, Phum Chai Thai, under leadership of Mr. Anutin Chanvirakul, he announced that the border remain closing under his new government. He won the election, and he will build a border wall along the border, and he will reject the bilateral mechanism to solve the problem, to solve the border issue with Cambodia. Even, he will more invasion our territory. In addition, he will also, what we call harder stand for the military along the border. And he will also strengthen the military weapon. Through his policy, he said that he will use the agriculture product to exchange with the military weapon from the overseas. So this is one of the policy during the election campaign announced by Mr. Anutin Chanvirakul. So his policy to win the election, he using, we call the nationalism, the invasion to the Cambodia territory, as well as to scaring the public in Thailand. He make fear, to the public through, he announced that if Phum Chai Thai or other military party or monarchy party lost the election, the internal political in Thailand will be chaos, and also cannot form the new government, and the coup may be happening again. So this is what he threatened. He threatened to the public in Thailand. So he two main policy. One is using the nationalists, using about the invasion to Cambodia as one, and the second one is about making fear to the public in Thailand. That's why he got a very surprising result for this election. So based on the result of the election, the relationship between the Cambodia and Thailand remaining difficult. It may be more worse than before, since he announced already about his policy toward the Cambodia and Thailand border. He closed the border. He remaining to close the border. He closed the bilateral discussion with Cambodia through the existing bilateral mechanisms such as JBC, GBC, or OBC. And he tear out what we call Kuala Lumpur Peace Agreement. And also he will build, especially the building the border wall along the border. Where he built the border wall? In our territory, right? Because right now, Thailand occupy our territory. If they build a wall, what happening? It meaning that they build the infrastructure, the road and the wall, and they will occupy our territory for long term.
Okay, so thank you for your clear explanation. So do you think Thailand will come to the table of discussion with Cambodia after they get the new government?
Actually, the new government is under forming through the coalition, and the potential coalition is what we call a Klakam party, which is very close alliance with the Phum Chai Thai, and maybe also possible to make a coalition with the Pheu Thai party. However, even only two party, only the Phum Chai Thai party and Khalakam party, they can form. It's good enough, they have enough seat to form the new government. However, I think that normally the new government, they want to have more voice, more seat in the parliament. That's why I think they may engage the Pheu Thai party as well to be a coalition party in the government, in the new government. However, from my understanding, Mr. Anutin have announced clearly that he will not respect or implementing the Kuala Lumpur peace agreement. He want to join the bilateral mechanism to solve the border demarcation. And the result of the election is motivate Anutin Chandrasekul to implement what they have been promised during the election campaign. Especially, I think he may delete the MOU, remove the MOU between the Cambodia and Thailand. So if they tear out the MOU, it meaning that the existing bilateral mechanism will be no longer implementation. This is also the big problem. So I think that the relationship between Cambodia and Thailand, the border dispute, it will prolong long term. It will difficult to solve in the short term period.
Okay, so do you think the new Thai government will increase the risk of escalation, or they go to that open the window for diplomatic reset between Cambodia and Thailand?
To my understanding, I think that there will be harder stand for the relationship between the Cambodia and Thailand under the new government will be the hardest stand. That's why, because what they have won the election, they're ruling the country because of this invasion to Cambodia territory. They're using the nationalism, the invasion. So they continue, this kind of motivation. It's not motivation for the current government. It's not for the Phum Chai Thai party, but also for the whole party, political party, in the current situation as well as in the future. They will use, the Cambodia issue to benefit for their political, career. And if they want to win the election, they will come to the border problem with Cambodia again. This is kind of motivation. And even, the new government under Anutin Chandrasekul form, they will implement this kind, what they have announced. Especially, I think they will not listen to the international community. As he mentioned that he will not implementing the Kuala Lumpur peace agreement. He will not listen even to the superpower United States. Before the election, he already show his commitment. He will not follow. No longer implementation or listen to the United States. The geopolitical under the Anutin Chandrasekul, they shift the geopolitical contact from the United States to China. And even China, how the intervention from China. The China, they more focus on the benefit, especially the economic benefit. If you're talking about the economic benefit between Cambodia and Thailand, Thailand have more benefit. Thailand is the central or business central, the logistic, the logistic hub in Thailand. Even the Prekra project is very desire from China to build the Prekra canal, and also the China they also rely on Thailand regarding the rare earth. The rare earth is a big weapon, between China and the United States. And Thailand is one of the top 10 export rare earth to the international market. So a lot of benefit and rely on Thailand than Cambodia. Even the China selling a lot of weapon to Thailand. The budget, the military budget of the Thailand, they spend about over 40% buying military weapon from China. So all these things, I don't expect that China will have Cambodia or very useful to solve the border issue. What from my expectation is only the United States. Under the board of peace, under the pressure from the United States, Thailand will, come back to the negotiation table or respect to the Malaysia peace agreement. So the United States don't think about much about the benefit because the United States is a market. You know, mainly export from Cambodia, even from Thailand. Thailand is more export, over 65 billion US dollar export to the United States.
Yes, yes.
So power United States have a very strong pressure to the Thailand, including the export, including the tax, tariff, including the military weapon. Even many military weapons, using by Thailand to invade Cambodia, bought it from United States. If the United States ban, or block the code, how they can use it? So this is all, the pressure can come from the United States. United States is more important than others. Even the ASEAN, you see ASEAN is shift from Malaysia to Philippines. Philippines is very close allied with Thailand as well. And Philippines have a lot of internal issue, political issue. There are some dispute within the South China Sea dispute. And they are focus on the economic and also lead, to be the chair of the ASEAN. I have a lot of things to do as well. So I think the ASEAN also now is not really helpful. The most helpful one is the Board of Peace that I recommend. When the Board of Peace form, I recommend to the government, please go to the member of the Board of Peace. This is very useful for us.
So, in your opinion, so what it might be if the new government of Thailand don't uphold the international law while Cambodia has respected the international law?
Yep, it's very clear from the Anutin and from Mr. Pongkikeo, the foreign minister of Thailand, mentioned that they are no longer implement the peace accord, the peace agreement in Malaysia. It's here enough.
Yeah.
However, I think after the new government form, only the pressure from the international community, especially for ASEAN, Cambodia has to put more effort to working with the ASEAN. Because ASEAN is very close, we are the member of the ASEAN, Cambodia and Thailand, and we have a lot of meetings, meet together among the ASEAN members. We have a lot of what we call agreement, a lot of convention among the ASEAN members. For example, like free trade agreement, like Mekong River Commission. We also the member of Mekong River Commission. So the Cambodia and Thailand have a lot of opportunity meeting up and make agreement and relationship. So I think the MOC mechanism, the ASEAN mechanism, still, we have to go through this mechanism to pressure Thailand to go to the negotiation table to back to implement the peace agreement. However, still, the superpower I mentioned earlier, this is because the Kuala Lumpur Peace Agreement signed under witness and of the President Donald Trump, the superpower, and also from the former chairman of the ASEAN. So the superpower Donald Trump still, have still valid to put the pressure, as what I mentioned earlier, even the trade, the tariff, and also the military weapon can be a very strong pressure to Thailand to turn to implement the Kuala Lumpur Peace Agreement.
Okay, so thank you. So from Cambodia perspective, so do you think what scenario should policymaker prepare for the first 6 to 12 months of this new Thai government?
Yeah, we can think that about the short term and medium terms intervention or scenario for Cambodian government. The short term one, it meaning under 6 months. So we continue, to invite, to engage the AOT, ASEAN Observer Team, as well as the military attached to the embassy or representative from the embassy, or other representative from the superpower country to visit the location, the site, to provide the good evidence or documentation and submit all the documentation and evidence to all the embassy, to the international community like ASEAN, like UN, UNSC, United Nations Security Council, as well as to the international organization, especially to the UNESCO. And I think that the key important thing as well, the government has to submit, the complaint to the court, the international court, for example, like ICC, especially ICJ. Because, the ICJ have already, provided justice to the Cambodia regarding the Previous Temple case. And currently, Thailand is invading and occupying the territory around the Previous Temple again. Why we don't put our complaint to the ICJ again? So this is, I think that I understand about the procedure or the ICJ have to get the consent from the both country, to proceed the case. However, this is not a new case. This is the existing case. And already, decision made already twice. So I think the government have to submit the complaint to the ICJ again regarding the new invasion, especially the case around the Previous Temple. If possible, they can include also the new invasion, 14 locations occupied by Thailand. And also, we, in the medium term, in the short-term period as well, Cambodia, the Cambodian people, including, the ordinary people, including the powerful people, including the government officer, as well as the Oknya, they have to unite to what they call to boycott the Thai product. This is also the pressure, the one effective weapon that Cambodia can use to against the Thailand, to put the pressure to Thailand. However, the boycott in Cambodia right now, I feel that it's not really strong commitment from the public, and still some of the Cambodian citizens using the Thai product. And this is, we can use one arrow to get two results. We can put the pressure in terms of the economic, in terms of the trade with Thailand. At the meantime, we can improve our solidarity, our conscience, our supporting our local product. We also have independent production to supply the local market as well as to the international market. This is the short term that we can use. In the medium term, I think we can use the international community, as I mentioned earlier, like ASEAN, continue our diplomatic campaigns to put the complaint to the international community, to the UN, to others. And especially, the critical one is the Board of Peace. Board of Peace is very useful for me, to my understanding. And especially, at the end of this month, Donald Trump also invite all the members of the Board of Peace to the New York to have the first meeting of the Board of Peace members. So this is a good opportunity for Cambodia as well, to inform, to put our complaint, to get the peace for Cambodia. Because the Board of Peace have to find the peace. It's not for the globe, but especially put more priority to the member, This is very important. And at the meantime, Cambodia have used the opportunity to negotiate on the tariff, to lower the tariff from 19% to any 18, 15, or can be good, to the 0% for our economic benefit as well. As Indonesia also get invited to join the Board of Peace meeting in New York, and they will sign the agreement as well, the tariff agreement, the new tariff agreement, because the Indonesia and Cambodia have equal percentage, 19. So now the Indonesia will get lower the percentage of the tariff. So Cambodia have to do so to get our benefit from this.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to another question. Since Anutin and Phumchai Thai has won the majority of the election, promising that with the voter, they will build the wall along the border and close the border with Cambodia. So, in your opinion, can they do it, and how to respond it from Cambodia?
They can do. Actually, even they occupy our territory currently.
Yeah.
They can do it. I think if they cannot implement or achieve what they have been promised during the election campaign. Their political career will be die, for the future. So I think this is a problem. This is the big problem for Cambodia. But I don't care about the closing the border. It can benefit for Cambodia. As I mentioned, we can, sharp our concern, our solidarity, our more local production supply to the local market. We can shift to our supply destination from other country. However, for the occupation of our territory, I think this is the big issue that we are very difficult to solve. Since now, most of the Cambodians say that there will be a third war happening. Yes, why not? Because they occupy our land, our territory. They build infrastructure. They build the concrete road. They put the container, on our territory. So there is no intervention. There is no, pressure from the international community. Why they cannot build the wall? Because they already occupy the territory. So I think this is a big problem. And I remember one intervention from the government beside what I mentioned earlier. I think one more thing. The government is already asked for help, technical assistance, and also the map from friends. This is also one of the solution that we can do. But I don't know, whether friends are influence or can be pressure to Thailand or not, because Mr. Emmanuel Macron, will be his president mandate will be expired soon, in the next few months. So, however, I think if the current Macron government as well as the new French government can support the technical and also the document, especially the map during the French colonial to Cambodia, and can put more pressure to France or to Thailand to put on the negotiation table, and using the what we call the international the map that recognized by international community. I think that can be good. But from my honest, I'm not talking about to favor all the audience, but I talk about my honest idea. Thailand can build a wall. If Cambodia reject and take any action, the third war will be happen.
Okay, so one more thing that Thailand has been accusing that Cambodia have mobilized the troops along the border, especially the weapon, and without any real evidence. So, do you think this is a real scenario that they want to provoke along the border?
A lot of things, the one who are invaded Cambodia, but they complain, they have a lot of accusing, like scam, they destroy a lot of infrastructure, they destroy a lot of casino and other buildings, a lot of border. They said that those places are the scam center. How you are neighboring country? How you can do any intervention, right, military intervention in our one, sovereignty country? Yeah. But they can say, they say what they want to say. They accuse Cambodia, and now they said that Cambodia, mobilize the military along the border. Oh my God! If Cambodia won the war, we will take action. When you occupy our territory, but we want peace. You see, and even the evidence, a lot of evidence that Cambodia documented, bring the AOT to visit it. Even the Chinese business, Chinese people in Cambodia, you see, they point the finger to Thai military. You are occupying my building. Yeah. I made the business many years ago in this place. How it can be your territory?
So, what are your last words about the relation between Cambodia and Thailand?
Cambodia have to be ready for long-term conflict with Thailand. It's not short-term, because the last result, the election, can showcase that the border issue is very powerful to get more popularity, especially among the political party in Thailand. They can ruling the country by using this case, the border dispute case with the Cambodia. So it's not for the current government, but still the next election will be happening again. So we have to be ready for the long-term conflict with Thailand.
Okay, so thank you for your clear explanation, and thank you for watching. See you for the next video.